I am the rocket man they talk about. I jump from star to star, I'll walk it out.
Hey guys, my name is Shibby2142 and I am back with some more Smite, still playing as Agni and just loving him so much. Playing that mid like a boss, and hopefully now I have a better understanding of what this god is all about, and hopefully I have some general good gameplay to share with you and some tips on what to do, what to buy, and how I like to play him. Of course, stealing the fire giant buff from your enemies and then proceeding to get a double kill will really help you out. Once again, I like playing Agni in the middle lane and then hopefully have a friend or two in a separate lane. This way we can set up communication on ganks, which means going into another lane and helping them take out the enemy, therefore helping you push towers or whatever your goal is. Obviously, playing in the middle lane, you are very susceptible to getting ganked, like I am right now by an enemy Artemis, so I was playing against another Agni in the lane, and it really does not work out too well for him. So 2 ultimates, I'm not having any of that, and I'll proceed to get another double kill. You might be wondering, but Shibe, how was that even possible? Well, being in the middle lane, you are not actually working with another teammate to push the lane, so therefore, you are getting all the XP and you'll be leveling faster typically than your other teammates. Maybe a jungler will out level you if they're getting a bunch of gank kills or really working the buffs in the jungle. That is also possible, but I was a higher level than them just by a little bit, and they just didn't play that very well, and I was able to take them down. One thing I like doing now as Agni, and pretty much any other class for that matter, is starting with the reinforced boots, because I think the HP regen, not the mana regen, is what really holds me back the first couple of levels in the game. Usually I like to get to at least level 5, maybe level 8, 9, or 10 before I actually have my first recall to go spend some more gold. As I work with my Odin teammate here to take down an enemy Bakasura, that'll probably be the next character I unlock and upload some gameplay of. He looks pretty interesting, and what I've read, heard, and just seen video-wise, pretty OP. As in his true damage, it's not really that balanced because his character is just so tuned out. Like all his passives and abilities, it just meshes, like the synergy works so well together that he just owns. Like it's just Baka OP. That's just kind of our thing we type in chat now because it's just true. In my opinion, I think it is. If you don't think so, feel free to leave a comment. Yeah, he's kind of squishy and easy to take down, but he's just such a beast and such, he just owns. Alright, so moving on, items I like to buy as Agni. I already talked about the reinforced boots starting off as my #1 buy. Maybe some health potions as well, because you really just don't want to die early game. That won't help you out, especially if you're playing mid. So the second item I like to get is the Book of Thoth. I'm not really sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that is for my MP regen. That way we have our HP and MP pretty covered. As you will see in the gameplay, being level 20, that's the max level when you're playing within the game, is that preferably I'm restricted by my cooldowns and not my mana. That way I can always cast whenever I can. So depending on how you like to build your character, that's kind of how I like to build mine. For my third item, I like to get the Rod of Tahuti, which basically increases my magical power, more MP regen, and then once you get the third tier of that, you then get a big magical boost by 25%, and that's pretty nice. So I never really build my Agni too tanky other than reinforced boots for that HP regen, and then I just go strictly on damage and MP regen, things of that nature. For my fourth item when playing, if I even get that far, I like to get the Pythagoras Piece, which basically increases your magical power, your mana. You get magical lifesteal, which I'm not really sure if that's stealing mana or stealing their life. I mean, it says lifesteal, so I'm guessing stealing their HP, but I've never really noticed it, so I would never recommend building your character just for that, but that's just kind of a bonus. And the last passive is plus magical power 35 to all allies within 30 feet, so that's pretty nice. Other items that you can mix and match depending on what your opponents are doing or how you like to build your character. The Doom Orb is pretty cool because as you kill players and you kill minions, it'll stack magical power, which is pretty beast. You can go for the Obsidian Shard, which will get you more magical penetration, or a lot of people like the Void Stone for getting more magical protection. So there's a lot of options, which is really cool about Smite. Unlike other games that I really feel restricted, you can really do a lot of different things, such as my Vamana video, which I never really talked about items. You can build Vamana in a lot of crazy ways, and that's pretty fun. I like that about a game. As for Super Uber over 9,000 elo, dripping that chocolate sauce advanced tactics, I'm really not there yet. But obviously landing your stun as Agni is the most important thing, because if you land that noxious fume stun and you have some of your meteors, which is your ult set up rain fire, it's over. Like, it's just so good. And your combustion as your passive, which leaves that afterburn, that's actually gotten me a lot of kills, where either I'd run away or I just lit them on fire and I wasn't sure if they were gonna get away because my dash maybe wasn't ready. It's great. So just Agni is fantastic. He's just an awesome character. Highly recommend checking him out. At first I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like playing the more beefy character because dying sucks. But when you play certain characters, you really don't die if you play heads up. You can kind of nuke from a distance or go in, take people out really quickly. There's no real opportunity for you to die, I mean, if the teamwork's there. And there's Stealth getting that triple kill as Anubis, who is a fantastic partner as a teammate to play with. So Agni and Anubis, you go in there, you have two different stun locks. Anubis has his Mummify, you have your Noxious Fume stun. You can just kill whoever. Like, it's so good, guys. So good. So if you have any suggestions for a character I should play, feel free to leave it in the comments, or if other Smite videos you want to see, just let me know. I mean, I'm open to play whatever you guys want to do. I can unlock whatever characters and just kind of have fun with that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you'd like to subscribe for more Smite, just hit that button right above. If you want to give a rating, that'd be cool. You don't have to. And yeah, that's pretty much that. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.